The bugle for key state elections in the world's largest democracy is getting sounded today. The Election Commission of India will announce dates for state assembly elections shortly. Elections are due in the assemblies of Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, Mizoram. It would most likely announce the dates of Telangana polls as well. The term of state assemblies in Odisha, Arunachal Pradesh and Andhra Pradesh also would be expiring next year. A report said that the entire election exercise would be completed by the first week of December. And clearly these elections are a litmus test for the Narendra Modi government ahead of the national elections scheduled in 2019. So the announcement for elections in India will be finally sounded today, and these are the key state polls that will precede the general elections next year. Let me also go across to my correspondent Mohammed Salih, who joins me live from the newsroom. Mohammed, a very warm welcome. But, you know, this is indeed going to be a litmus test for the Narendra Modi government, especially just ahead of the 2019 general elections.
That is indeed correct, Akansha. Now, these are the last major set of state assembly elections before we run into the 2019 general election, where Prime Minister Narendra Modi is, of course, seeking a re-election. We expect the Election Commissioner, O.P. Rawat, to in fact come forth in a press conference roughly at about 12:30 this afternoon and announce the dates on which elections will be held in the 4 key states, especially 3 of them being the major states: Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh and also Mizoram. Now, what is interesting is that Mizoram is at this point of time ruled by the Congress. Will this set of elections turn out to be a case where Congress loses yet another state, or can they win something big? Because remember, the momentum, it appears, has been a little broken for the Narendra Modi government. In the last few months, it has been beset by several issues. The rupee is falling. The petrol fuel prices have been going up. The Rafale deal is another issue that the Prime Minister Narendra Modi government is battling. But these are elections that will be fought on state issues. But the personality of Narendra Modi, of course, will be put to test. At this point of time, it's actually pretty tricky to predict as to who will actually come out on top. People are suggesting that in Rajasthan, Congress perhaps has the upper hand. In Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh, not so much, despite the fact that in Madhya Pradesh, BJP has been in power for more than a decade now, and despite the anti-incumbency, it appears that the Congress is not able to get its act together.
Right. Mohammed, you rightly said that, Rajasthan Congress might seem to have an upper hand. That might not be the case in Chhattisgarh or Madhya Pradesh, but Mizoram also could be a game changer. What do you think could work in favour of the BJP?
Right, now, BJP is a party that has over the last few years proven to be the master of making alliances and also ensuring that in a contest that is not a bipolar contest, they have been able to emerge as the party which has always been ahead in the first past the poll system. Now, in the case, let's talk about what has happened in Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh. Despite this big talk of Mahagathbandhan, what we've seen is Mayawati, who is the trump card, who does hold a significant and a sizable vote share in both of these states. She cannot form a government of her own. She's a small player, but she is a significant player. Now, what the Congress has done is, because of its very poor way of actually striking up alliances, they've effectively ensured that Mayawati does not ally herself with them. There are lessons that have to be learned in terms of what has happened in the Karnataka elections. Remember, the JDS and the Congress could have had a pre-poll alliance in Karnataka. They could have trounced the BJP if that had been worked out. But what happened was, post the election result, there was a post-poll alliance and Congress was left playing second fiddle to JDS. Now, something on those lines could again happen in Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh as well. It is going to be a very interesting contest. It is state issues which are of utmost importance. But at the same time, the personality and the persona of Narendra Modi will be put to test yet again.
Right.
This is, of course, the lead up to the 2019 general elections. If you were to, rewind to 5 years, at this point of time, the star of Narendra Modi was rising. He was perhaps at his peak. There was a talk of Narendra Modi wave. that seems to be a little muted at this point of time. But
Absolutely.
one never knows. You know, when Narendra Modi goes and starts his political campaigning, he's proven himself to be a sort of a juggernaut who can turn things around. Now, look, for instance, what happened in the case of Gujarat. The Congress was, in fact, you know, after almost about 2 decades, hoping that they could, you know, storm that bastion.
It is indeed going to be a very interesting run-up to the 2019 general elections. As you said, that Narendra Modi's wave is also being challenged. But at the most, we can say that Karnataka still remains to be a strong example for both the BJP and the Congress. And with that, I wrap this news story. Thank you so much, Mohammed, for joining us here from the newsroom.